Okay, I got the answer back about me talking about this route or whatnot, and pretty much just don't film the facilities, talk about what I'm hauling, where, you know, who the customer is and all that, and, you know, no sensitive information, and I got the green light. So yeah, so now maybe we can make some different videos.
Destination is on the left.
That didn't last long, did it? Let me explain. Let me get ready here. Alright, as some of you may know, not many, turn the lights back on. Not many. It's going to be a dark video because I'm using the GoPro and it doesn't like to film in the dark. So this is more of an audio video for you folks than a video for you folks. Let me get some blackberry lemonade water. It's pretty good. I always get a cup of ice here at the old Petro. But let me explain why I'm back. Why I left in the first place. I mean, I might still be on a hiatus. This is just a quick video I'm putting out. One of the problems I have is, gosh darn it, I gotta be so damn secretive about this route I'm on. But do I really? Is that the rules? So I thought about it today. Well, as some of you may know, I went ahead and did the old, what I always say, never do. Don't ever tell anybody you're quitting YouTube. I did say, I'm quitting for now. I probably will be back, you know, yada, yada, yada. So there's that. But man, I was up half the night last night thinking about it, and YouTube, I could give up YouTube if, say, my boss, hey man, you got to get off this YouTube, or you got to get off this account, one of the two. Well, YouTube's going bye-bye. I love this account. I love this account. This account is a dedicated from Laredo, Texas to Fort Worth, Texas, and back from Fort Worth, Texas to Laredo, Texas every day. One there, one back. I love it. It's my fucking dream route. It would be better if it was from Laredo to Houston, because my gosh, you'd never hit snow other than some ice every once in a while. Now, this route is going to be very little snow, but you will hit some snow in Fort Worth and Dallas area, and a lot of ice on the route when we have that weather, but nothing like, you know, the other part of it was going up to Omaha and Iowa and Virginia, Tennessee, you know, stuff like that. It was a dedicated, but it was an all over dedicated. Now, what made me change my mind? You're probably wondering, why are you saying all this? I'm going to ask for permission. I'm going to call my boss and I'm going to say, hey, you know, I've got this little YouTube channel and I'm wondering, is it okay if I film, you know, if I do some YouTube about this? Now, I'm not going to show product or, you know, shippers or receivers. I'm out of the Laredo yard, so, you know, I'll show that. And, you know, it's funny because I'm always at the Laredo yard and I'm doing stuff to the truck. I installed the inverter in the truck. I could have filmed that, but I didn't want people to see the background. As a matter of fact, one of these videos I did, I was having a light replaced. I was having a light replaced on the trailer, and I'm trying not to show all the Landstar trailers, although I showed some of them. So if anyone had any kind of an inkling there, they probably would have realized that, hey, he's at the Laredo yard. And now I'm sorry about my windshield. It's dirty as hell, but I'm at Petra. They never have clean water to clean windows with, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But I take Billy in with me to get coffee, and Billy loves going into the terminal. And I take him in at night and, you know, let him run around the place. And this is stuff I could be filming. You know, I could film, you know, that kind of stuff, but I don't, because I don't want anyone to know I'm at the Laredo yard. Why? What does it matter that you know I'm at the Laredo yard? What does it really matter? Big freaking deal, right? Well, it's a mental thing with me, so, you know, it is what it is. I just got fuel. I walked around the trailer, made sure the wheels are staying on and that the lights are still working. I'll do a video about that in a little while, why you make sure you do a pre-trip. Let's get you guys set up here. Okay, again, this is going to be more of a audio video than a video because it's dark out, and YouTube, what is this? The hell is this camera? GoPro doesn't like night. Let me turn off all my interior lights here. Now, you're gonna hear my GPS playing in the background, and you're probably gonna think, well, David, if you're on a dedicated, why are you even using GPS? I don't need the GPS. I just like it on because, one, it warns me of speed limit changes, and the other, it you know, reminds me, hey David, get out of your own head and pay attention, you need to turn here. Now, you've probably heard me say, oh, if you go the front way, it's better fuel mileage, less hills, yada yada yada.
Turn at the first right onto FM 140.
Well, yeah, the front way is taking the 35 all the way down, but the 35 sucks. There's road construction that's, you know, you break your mirrors off trying to pass people on it. There's always traffic and accidents and whatnot. Now, being it is the weekend, what is today? Sunday morning at 4:38 in the morning, I'm leaving Parasol. I'm gonna probably take the 35. You get better fuel mileage on it. There's less hills. Otherwise, the back way I go is I take the 281, which is a little more hilly. I like that way. It's, you know, you got turns, you got to slow down, you got to speed up, you got towns to go through Marble Falls. I love Marble Falls and all that stuff. So it keeps you more active and awake.
Turn left onto I-35.
Why do I always miss this light? It's like, come on now, I was coming to it. But anyways, back to, you know, I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna go back to the old roots of documenting my days. You know, documenting the life of a truck driver, what goes on, what it's all about, and this is what it's all about. I generally like to run anywhere from midnight to 3 in the morning is when I start. Usually 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and then run it in. I finish my day, you know, by, depending on what time I start, anywhere from 8 o'clock to noon. My day is done with. Let's get on the freeway here. These loads are, you know, heavy compared to the other side of the dedicated. These loads are always in the 30,000 pound range. The lightest they've ever been is about 10,000 pounds, I would say. And the heaviest about 42,000 pounds. But I'm going to say the average probably about 35,000 pounds. And yeah, it's favorite route. Anyone who knows me knows I love going to Laredo. It's a drop and hook on both ends, but they've started doing live unloads in Fort Worth. Now, I've only ever had one, but it still happened. So who knows what they're gonna end up doing. We do have a lot of problems with getting empty trailers. We run out of empty trailers. Yeah. So today I'm going to get to Fort Worth. Though I got about 5 and a half hours to go, depending on if I do a 30-minute break. Sometimes I do 30-minute breaks, sometimes I don't. Normally I do, because I stop, let Billy go to the bathroom, and I feed him. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll be getting there about 9, 10 o'clock. So probably about 11 o'clock. Now, if I go the front way, take the 35, hell, I don't even know where I'm going to stop to take Billy out, because I normally take the back road. I guess we'll figure what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do when I get to the 410, because that's my deciding factor. Now, my pre-pass wasn't working. Ever since I've been on the Laredo dedicated, pre-pass wasn't working. So I sent it back, and I went ahead and downloaded DriveWise, which seems to work sometimes, not other. It had a 30-day trial, and I was gonna cancel it because it wasn't working good enough. And I'll be damned if I didn't wake up this morning and it said, your trial is over. We just billed your credit card $179. Ended up being $194 for the year with taxes. They taxed me federally and they taxed me state. How is that a thing? They taxed me double. So now I got DriveWise for the year. I guess running it the year, I'll see if it's worth it or not. Because if it will bypass me one way station a month, it would be worth it. Because otherwise, these way stations are always open. They won't be open today because it's Sunday, but normally they're open. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyone interested in seeing the daily grind of a dedicated driver? You know, we'll still have the antics here and there, but I lost a freaking wheel on the trailer just about, and I couldn't really do much with it because, you know, I couldn't explain things. Because I didn't want you to know where I came from or where I was going. But yeah, I'll do a video on that. We'll do a video on that later. And this right here is why I take the 281, because it's Sunday morning. It's Sunday morning, and look at this, traffic is stopped. Why would I come this way? I'm so stupid. I am so stupid. Go this way. The back way is so, I mean, you just don't run into this bullshit. You just don't. What was I thinking going this way? Oh, it's Sunday, David. Go ahead and take the 35. You haven't went that way in a long time. Even though every time you come this way, you regret it and you'll say you'll never come this way again. I did it. And now I'm going, I regret it and I'll never come this way again. Number one, driving through all that road construction back there, even though there wasn't traffic, it was still almost lose your mirror every time somebody passes. This is so stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Well, crap. I dropped my loaded trailer, and they don't have any empties. So I asked to see if maybe I can bobtail to my next load, and was told no. Now we wait for an empty. They're not sure when they're going to get any empties. And basically I was told, yeah, if you don't get an empty, we're gonna have to cancel your next load, your next 2 loads actually, because the one will screw the other. So yet again, I might have a bad week. That seems like a lot of what I've been having lately. We'll see though. We'll see what happens. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. Trucking with David H on Facebook. Billy, what are you doing, buddy? Come on, get inside. All right, we are sitting over here in old Fort Worth. Let's see what Trace is cooking. Oops, I turned my damn truck on. Trace is still here. He's been here for 2 days because they don't like him, so they won't give him a load. Got me one of these funky Landstar trailers that are, I guess they're lease trailers. That, I don't know if Landstar's leasing them, like a long-term lease where they put their name on them or what. But we used to not be able to take them. I guess now we are. As long as they say Landstar on them, we're good. We checked the tires. Made sure they were good. Made sure all the lugs are on. Lugs are all on. We got a mud flap. We checked the lights. They were all good. I'm just double checking the lugs because, guys, I had a wheel come off the other day just about. Which was not cool. So I'm really paranoid. About that. Oh, there's a rock in the tire. I'm really paranoid about that, man. So Trace, yeah, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, he made beef ribs. Now he's making pork ribs. Language. Yeah, have to watch it. Oh damn, look at that.
I thought you weren't gonna make no more YouTube videos.
Who says I'm making a YouTube video?
You got the goddamn GoPro.
Doesn't mean I'm making a YouTube video. But anyways, if you guys are curious what a Peterbilt looks like, this is what they look like. Rust. Garbage.
Piece of shit Freightliner.
There ain't no rust on that Freightliner. Watch your language. I don't want to have to sit and edit for hours bleeping you out.
Well,
what temperature did you put it on? Did it shut off again? What is this jankiness? I see bare wires sticking out right there. Wow. Pinched a cord. Janky. What is this?
I haven't been home buying it yet, bitch.
Get it on Amazon.
Where am I gonna send it to?
The locker.
It's too goddamn big, you fucking idiot.
You could have sent it to my house. I could have brought it to you by now.
Well, yeah, you said that. Now it's way too goddamn big.
Yeah, you're going home in what, November?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're pre-tripped. Took Billy out for a walk. Oh, what is this? Lost signal. Great. Come on. Always something with these stupid things. Always something with the tire monitors. Every truck I ever had, those tire monitors were never a problem. This truck, I've thought I've replaced them all. I thought I've replaced them all, but maybe I didn't do the steers yet. Looks like I'm gonna have to do the steers now. Unbelievable. I've never had tire monitors go bad. This truck, one at a time. I should have just bought all 6 of them. But they're not cheap. Anyways, how's it got 4 seconds on it and it goes yellow? That's about a bunch of bullshit. You can tell the weather's getting colder. My power steering's whining. I guess the fluid thickens up a little bit. Alright, let's go get some coffee. It's actually 2:30 in the morning. We got up at 2. By the time we pre-trip everything, took a half hour. This QT, their driveway is not
Turn right onto I-820 toward I-820 South.
At least not trucks with trailers. The hell was that just fell? Oh, is this in the view? So you gotta come in nice and slow because you're gonna curb it every time. Need to get some def and some coffee. So both of us need to get, oh, I bumped that. Both of us need to get some refreshments. I can't remember if I went over the trailer issue I had yesterday or not. So
turn right onto US 281.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm going to go the way I'm going to go. So we'll go over what happened. Anyways, we're for some reason having issues with empty trailers lately. I've been having to wait to get an empty when we do the drop. The problem is I have my load going back to Laredo, and then I have my load coming from Laredo back to Fort Worth. And if I couldn't get an empty yesterday, I would lose both those loads, until I got an empty, and then they'd have to reassign me loads. I couldn't keep the loads, and hopefully there would have been something, that would have really, maybe lost a day, lost a load or whatever. So it was pretty devastating for me because I haven't had a full week in like the last 4 or 5 weeks. For some reason, there was always a problem. Oh man, I'm going to step down all these trucks. There was always a problem going on. I had the breakdown that cost me 3 days. I went home. Just different issues have caused me to have issues the last 4 or 5 weeks, 3 or 4, whatever it is. I can't remember. It was 4 or 5. So I wasn't looking forward to having another bad week. And I was talking to the receiver, because it's first come, first serve. So if you're not on top of it and an empty becomes available, you know, one of the trucks coming in at that point is going to get it. So they actually
Turn left onto US 281.
they actually had me just go sit there, because normally you just come back or whatever, and they had me sit there waiting for a trailer. And after about 2 hours, one of the guys waiting there with me went in and asked him about it, and he came out and he told me they said that it ain't gonna happen today or yesterday while I was sitting there. And I'm like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You know, there goes this week. And I'm like, well, they didn't say nothing to me yet. Let me just keep waiting. They gotta unload, because I guess they weren't really unloading much on Sunday. So the young lady comes out of the receiver, which very nice, very, you know, very, very pleasant gal. I forget her name. And she goes, hey, I got you guys trailers. Go pick them up from outbound. And she, so I went over to outbound, and they assigned us trailers. And when I went to pick up the trailer, it was a lease trailer, which I was always told, you know, it's got to be an actual Landstar trailer to take to Laredo, because, you know, going to Mexico or whatever. And I asked the, you know, the outbound receiver there, or the shipper, call it the guard, whatever, said, no, Landstar bought a bunch of trailers and you're okay. Well, the one thing I noticed is that some extra trailers and these, what are these trailers? Premier trailer have Landstar stickers on them. I don't think that means they bought them, because if they bought them, they would take the extra lease and, you know, Premier lease off the trailer, you know, mark them up like Landstar, I believe. I could be wrong though. So I call Weekend Dispatch to confirm it, because I don't want to end up in Laredo and get told you can't drop this trailer here, you got to take it back, and this is all on your dime, you know, type crap. So I call, I get a hold of somebody, and he's like, yeah, you know, it's from Fort Worth to Laredo, you can take any, you know, the dedicated can take any trailer. I said, even a Star trailer, because I know we're not allowed to take a Star trailer. The Star lease trailer, it doesn't say Landstar on it. He said, yeah, as far as I know. I was like, you sure? Because I was told not to take a Star. He goes, yeah, about a month ago they told me that we can, and I can't remember the last time I was told not to take a Star. So I'm going to confirm that today, because they always have Star trailers, it seems like. So he's all, well, you know what, and if for some reason they say you can't take this trailer, I'm telling you can, so you can tell them that so-and-so said that it was okay, and that way it's on me and not on you. I'm like, okay, that sounds good to me. So I went ahead and I did my depart call with the trailer number I'm taking, which they won't get until this morning, because, or maybe the weekend guys get it, I don't know. So I'm kind of worried about getting a message this morning. It would be about 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. Hey, you can't take that trailer. Do not leave with that trailer. That's what I'm scared of. I'll keep y'all posted once I get to Laredo, and we'll see what the results are. It will be nice if we're allowed to take these trailers, because it gives us a lot more options on trailers. The only downfall is, I don't know about the extra trailers, but this trailer doesn't have auto air on the trailer, so you got to actually check the tire pressures. worry about nails in the tire because if it's got a leak, it ain't gonna pump it back up. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
35 south.
Okay, this is another thing I like about this route is we got a nice shower on the in between the two yards. Yes, I can take a shower at the Laredo yard, but
Right curve ahead.
no,
Speed limit reduced ahead.
they're not what I would consider to be nice showers. They do have
Speed
free
warning.
laundry there, and that's awesome.
Bear left onto I-35 south. Speed limit reduced ahead.
Boy, that GPS is sure chatty. Okay. This is the Persol Petro. We're going to stop here, get
Turn
a
at the
shower.
first right onto FM 140 towards Uvalde.
Up. We're also going to do a quick walk around, make sure all our tires are round because they do have tire repair here. Well, trailer repair. We make sure everything's good to go. We don't have any nails in the tires. We don't have any wheels falling off. Again, we'll talk about the wheels falling off in another video with pictures. I didn't videotape anything, but I got pictures.
Your destination is on the left.
I highly recommend whenever you stop a truck to do a walk around. No matter how good you think you did a pre-trip or how good you think your equipment is, do yourself a favor and do a walk around because I'll tell you what, you can save yourself a lot of headache and a lot of money. Oh, Billy's already getting ready to jump on my lap because he knows the routine. We stop here, we go take a shower. He'll sometimes get a shower, he sometimes won't get a shower. And we keep him guessing. All right. And then I'll make myself breakfast on the truck before we move, and I'll feed Billy his breakfast. There we go.